grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful. And there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You know, you meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, you know, he's grew wings where he can fly and become his own boss, more power to him. I didn't get into the sport of boxing, you know, after I retired, to not want to see fighters grow. I want to, if he feels like he can surpass Floyd Mayweather or be the next Floyd Mayweather, I'm here to push you. Go for it.
That was Floyd Mayweather giving his reaction to his prodigy Gervonta Davis becoming a free agent and agreeing to a 2-fight deal to fight both Hector and Ryan Garcia next without Mayweather promotion. You guys heard what Floyd Mayweather had to say. I'm gonna leave the link for that video in the comment section below. Now, I believe Gervonta did get to the point where he actually grew wings. Now he could fly alone. Floyd Mayweather did his part. He did everything he was supposed to do for Tank and got Gervonta to the point where he's at today. But like Floyd said, nothing lasts forever. Gervonta Davis completed his contract with Mayweather Promotion. He was a man of his word. Now he's a free agent. He's on his own now. And Floyd Mayweather got him to the point where he's more than ready to be on his own. We seen that last Saturday night. With all of the distractions Gervonta dealt with leading up to the Hector Garcia fight, he was still laser sharp on fight night. Gervonta was on a mission. Furthermore, Gervonta Davis trainer Calvin Ford was asked, is there bad blood between Gervonta and Floyd Mayweather because Gervonta stayed dissing Floyd on social media?
Like on tweets, you'd see like sometimes people would interpret it like little jabs at Floyd.
Reason why, because Floyd was doing his thing. And you know, as a young fighter and you're promoter, you think he's gonna be there, and then Floyd, he's doing his thing. And then Tank even said it. He said, shucks, if I was Floyd, I'd probably be doing my thing too. You know, and then you gotta remember, Floyd really came a promoter when Tank came around. Because this company been in place. You know what I'm saying? But he really came a promoter when Tank came around. He was more forceful, he was more around, he came to more of the fights, so it was a learning curve with him too. And then Gervonta got to go through the same thing when he bringing on fighters. So again, I'm happy for both of them.
So from what I'm understanding, is that Gervonta wanted Floyd Mayweather to be more involved hands-on, to be more around all of the events to promote them. Floyd Mayweather always had the CEO of Mayweather Promotion, Leonard Ellaby, doing that. But clearly, Gervonta didn't feel like Leonard Ellaby was enough. Gervonta wanted Floyd Mayweather himself to do the actual promoting. That's why when Gervonta was asked leading up to the Hector Garcia fight, how is your relationship with Floyd since you stay taking jabs at him on social media? Tank responded with, Mayweather got me to the point where I'm at today. I'm grateful for that. And if I was Floyd, I'd probably be doing the exact same thing he's doing today. Which Gervonta was referring to Floyd Mayweather traveling the world and doing all of these exhibitions, making all of the money, looking out for his best interest instead of promoting Gervonta, but more so giving that job to Leonard Ellaby. With that in mind, fair is fair, and I completely agree with Gervonta there. If I was in Gervonta's shoes, I would rather Floyd Mayweather promote me more hands-on than Leonard Ellaby. Who wouldn't? But that's the part where Floyd Mayweather is damn if he do, damn if he don't. Because Floyd Mayweather did already for the Smith fight in the UK, for the Leo Santa Cruz fight, and for the Pitbull Cruz fight. Whenever Gervonta wasn't dissing Floyd, and him and Floyd were actually on good terms, Floyd Mayweather did do more promoting hands-on. Floyd Mayweather was all over All Access, all over the press and the post-fight press conference. And you know what people said then? Floyd Mayweather is still in Gervonta's shine away. He's taking Gervonta's spotlight. He's thirsty for attention. Let Gervonta talk. Don't talk for him. Let him talk for himself. I'm like, man, you damn if you do, damn if you don't. Floyd Mayweather is doing his job, literally, promoting the fight, promoting Gervonta. And this is what everybody got to say back then. But then when Floyd Mayweather doesn't show up, now it's a problem. Keep in mind, whenever Floyd Mayweather didn't show up, majority of the times was because Gervonta was actually dissing him. For whatever reason, I don't know what they got going on. I just know one thing. Floyd Mayweather never dissed Gervonta back in return. The point is, whatever is going on, you can't just casually diss someone and expect them to show up to the event. But back to the main point. Whenever Floyd Mayweather promoted a Gervonta event and he was sitting there answering questions, everyone accused him of being thirsty for attention, stealing Gervonta's spotlight, etc., etc., etc. Like Floyd Mayweather needs attention or something crazy like that. Floyd Mayweather is at the point where he could make $30 million in an exhibition. He can get all of the attention you guys claim he wants and more. Then get out of there after robbing the bank. But we all know Floyd is at the point where he's getting attention and he doesn't even want it. He don't even want the attention he's getting. A lot of people don't know Floyd Mayweather is at the point where he's paying millions for privacy. So attention is the last thing he's seeking at this point of his career. But it's so ironic and hypocritical to say Floyd Mayweather is thirsty for attention and he's stealing Gervonta's spotlight whenever he's sitting next to Gervonta promoting the event and answering the media questions. Y'all don't say that about Bob Arum when Bob Arum is promoting an event and answering the media questions, talking about everything but the actual event he's promoting. Y'all don't say that about Bob Arum. How come? Bob Arum is a promoter just like Floyd Mayweather. So is Bob Arum thirsty for attention? Is Bob Arum stealing the spotlight of his fighter that he's not promoting, but instead talking about every other thing that the media is asking him about? That's a rhetorical question. Even Eddie Hearn. Y'all don't say that about Eddie Hearn. Whenever he's promoting a fight, he get asked all of the times about fighters that are none of his business. And he stay talking about businesses that doesn't involve him. So when the media is asking Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn is talking about all of these fighters that are none of his business, instead of focusing on promoting the event he's actually involved in, how come you guys are not keeping the same energy? How come you guys are not saying the same thing about Eddie that you guys say about Floyd Mayweather? That's a rhetorical question again. After all, they are promoters. So that's hypocrisy at its finest. More importantly, the media stay asking Floyd Mayweather more questions about him because Floyd Mayweather is the Michael Jordan of boxing. So they always want to get his opinion on different subjects, so on and so forth, especially when Floyd Mayweather doesn't do interviews like that. Therefore, when the media sees Floyd, it's like catching a lick. They hit the jackpot that day. After all, we talking about a guy who won't get on the phone to do business unless they wire him $1 million to talk on the phone for 10 minutes, where he doesn't even have to accept the deal. So you don't think the media is going to take advantage of Floyd Mayweather being there and ask him all type of questions that doesn't involve Gervonta? Even then, Floyd Mayweather is still promoting the Gervonta event directly or indirectly because the flyers are still behind him and people know Floyd is there to promote the Gervonta fight. So actually, the media asking Floyd Mayweather all type of random questions is more beneficial to Gervonta because that's gonna bring more views, which means more eyes, which equals more revenue for Gervonta. See, it don't matter how you get there, as long you get there, is my point. Another narrative that haters love to make about Floyd is that Floyd Mayweather, whenever he responds to a question, he always makes it about himself. Well, all I gotta say to that, Floyd Mayweather is the Michael Jordan of boxing. So he's the premier example of excellency. He is the ceiling to whatever subject we talk about in boxing. Hate it or love it, Floyd Mayweather is the best example to use when we talk about majority of the boxing subjects. So of course, he's gonna talk about himself. We're not talking about Joe Schmo here. We talking about TBE, the best ever, the Michael Jordan of boxing. Floyd Mayweather is the best example to use. So duh, Floyd Mayweather is gonna use himself as an example or as the example. However, apparently that's the type of trolls on Twitter that be having an influence on Gervonta apparently. Multiple wrongs don't make a right. 1,000,000 trolls are not gonna make themselves right just because they have numbers. But they definitely could influence somebody to make them believe that they are right. That's why everyone has to be a free thinker in this day and time. Nevertheless, when it comes to Gervonta, recently, whenever Floyd Mayweather was next to him talking, Gervonta be making these hilarious reactions to what Floyd Mayweather be saying, like he don't agree with nothing Floyd Mayweather is saying, or like he's annoyed by Floyd, even if Floyd is saying something to his defense. With that being said, Gervonta is following Floyd Mayweather blueprint. When Floyd Mayweather was 27, 28, he became a free agent by buying himself out of the contract with Bob Arum. The only difference with Gervonta completed his contract with Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather actually had the option to extend the contract or re-sign Gervonta. Floyd Mayweather had the first option to do so if Gervonta wanted to do so. But clearly, Gervonta wanted to go on his own. I think that's the right decision to make. It'd be smart if Gervonta works with Mayweather Promotion in the future to promote some of his future events, similar to when Floyd Mayweather used Golden Boy to promote his fights in the beginning stages when Floyd Mayweather started working with Al Haymon, then later moved to Showtime. Last but not least, Gervonta is now the face of boxing, especially if he could secure the Ryan Garcia fight. That will be his Oscar De La Hoya fight. That will be his ticket to becoming the Floyd Money Mayweather of boxing when it comes to popularity. It's interesting because I heard Gervonta say a lot of people hate him because of his association with Floyd Mayweather. But he's about to find out the real reason why they hate him now that he is the face of boxing. The real reason why they hate Gervonta, just like they hate Floyd, just like they hate Shakur, just like they hate Devin Haney, just like they hate Terrence Crawford, just like they going to hate Jaron Ennis, is because they have the same complexion. They don't have the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. Instead, they have the complexion for the neglection. Old media ultimate nightmare was to have another Floyd Mayweather to be the face of boxing. And their nightmare have came true in the form of Gervonta. So sooner or later, Gervonta is going to receive the same hate Floyd Mayweather received, with or without Floyd Mayweather, with the facts being laid out. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.